What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 5. Another episode of the Friday Special Podcast.
Yeah.
We got my boy Dylan back in here for the 2-time. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get it done. Now, this is the first episode in the past. It's been about a cool 5 months since I did another episode. So I'm definitely happy to get back into doing this. Back into just creating content in general. But, without further ado, welcome back to another episode. I'm your host, Friday, aka 1K, aka the Visionary. And let's get this started. Oh wait, hold on. I forgot one thing. Notebook.
Okay. Got a notebook. Got a notebook with it.
Gotta have a notebook with it, you know what I'm saying? So, first of all, how you been, my man?
Shoot, bro. Blessed. Grinding. A lot of hustling. What about you?
Man, I've been pretty good, man. It's just been a lot going on with me moving to Germany and stuff like that. Definitely some different scenery and different way of life over there. Thank God that I can, explore and everything, but it's been kind of hard being away from home, honestly, because I get homesick pretty often. So, other than that, it's been pretty good. The real issue has been trying to get this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I had stuff lined up, and then it's like I kind of got separated from all that, and it's been kind of hard to adjust. Really, just life has been a huge adjustment over the past month. So that's pretty much what I've been getting into.
Are they the adjustments that you like to see, or is it an adjustment that you had to make?
Definitely an adjustment I've had to make. But now that I'm kind of in the groove of things, I'm about to start bringing back the podcast. Since I am overseas and I kind of am all over the place. I fly all the time. I've been catching flights everywhere. I was just in Colorado a couple of days ago, so it seems like I'm always flying.
Right, you're all over.
Yeah, which feels good. It feels good to be getting around. But I think what I'm gonna start doing now is switching over into like virtual podcasts, like having them set up a camera at home,
right?
And me setting up a camera and doing it like that. And people been telling me it's not my idea. I mean, I had thought about it, but then people were, have been telling me more and more to go that route because that's gonna be a lot.
Now that's that stream route.
Yeah.
Then everybody, everybody going crazy on that stream.
Yeah. So it's just one big adjustment.
Right.
Yeah. For those that don't know, are you still working at the?
No.
Oh man.
Nah.
That was like the first thing I was gonna ask.
We not even. I'm gonna pin that one. We're gonna pin that one.
I feel you.
But what I do now is real estate, which I should have been doing in the first place. That's my passion. That's my pride. That's my joy. That is my true craft. Like, if there was anything that related to Bruce Lee and his hours of kicking and fighting, it'd probably be for me for real estate. As in, like, the sacrifices made. I had to go through a learning phase to where I understood why God had me move out of the position that I did into the position I was in, and why he had me to leave. So it only opened and granted me more access to my mental ability and capacity. So where now in this season of my life, I need that mental ability and capacity. But I wouldn't have been able to reach that point if I was still at that spot where I was comfortable from the jump. So now with real estate, it's just like going. It's nothing but, and I say that as an ideas. I say that as in, I don't have, like, I'm blessed, bro, because I thank God to have found what I love early.
That's a blessing.
You feel me?
That's a blessing. So you work for, like, who do you do realty to? Because I see it on your shirt, right? And you got it on your jacket. You want to show them the jacket real quick?
Show me shit. Why not?
Yeah, man. He came in here with this fly bomber jacket on.
Yeah, man. It's just a jacket.
Yeah, he came in with this fly bomber jacket on, man.
Little varsity jacket. You know we football players. Come on, man. You know we ain't never left us. That's just a little. And this is really just for marketing. This is more for branding. This is more of like people see the jacket, but they don't see the heart, the tears, this time staying 1 a.m. studying to make this into fruition. You know what I'm saying? It's certain sacrifices that come into things that people don't see, and they just see the bigger picture and don't realize. They don't realize.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's got, you know, his broker on the back of it, and then like the whole real estate, and then it also has like Luke 137. I know that's your favorite, one of your favorite.
That's favorite. That's for God, nothing shall be impossible.
And then,
Romans 12 verses 21.
12:21.
Be not overcoming evil, but overcome evil with blood.
Yeah, and his name. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah, my thing, and then I put these little patches. This is for the ace. I call myself the ace of real estate because I'm one of those cars that you just get when you about to lose your hand and then bring you back in the game. That's my mindset. It's like
that's what's up.
Because of how my experience was with real estate. Everything I do is with purpose. So I have gotten to real estate and I got back into it, but then my license wasn't enacted because I had to do post licensing courses.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like, damn, I'm back into it. I should have never left. Then it's like more trials, more tribulation, more challenges. Now I gotta go back to school, pay for school, study for school again, and then it's like, damn. And think about it. My mom's selling her house in July, bro. That's the house we went to school. I went to school with y'all over there. So think about it. I am now going to work every day, working 40 hours if not more, and studying while at work to also make sure I pass this shit. And it's not easy. It's not easy, bro. It's a lot of studying. It's a lot of sacrifice, but it's worth it because
I believe it.
A lot of real estate agents will talk about real estate and you won't see half this energy.
Yeah, and it's so crazy because like
crazy, bro.
So some of y'all may know, some of y'all don't know. I was actually gonna before I decided to move, I was actually looking into real estate, and I haven't given up on that. I still want to dabble in real estate in other ways, but I was looking at becoming a real estate agent, and I was doing some research on it, and I don't know if people really realize like how hard that is. Because isn't it like somebody, I don't know, don't quote me on this, it's not I don't know how much of a fact it is, but people say like 80% of people who get their license quit within the first couple years because of how like difficult it is.
Yep. That's spot on.
And I can believe it because I remember I used to work at Foot Locker, and I was just selling shoes. It's low maintenance retail. I'm just selling shoes, and just seeing how indecisive people can be at times. It's like, man, like I can't imagine how much more difficult that is.
Yeah. With
houses, because they used to tell us like 80% of the time when a customer tells us that they're coming back, they're not.
They're not, right.
So I can't imagine like how much harder that is with just the housing market, because man, I can't imagine it. So like, have you? Obviously, you've been. How long have you been doing the real estate thing now?
So real estate, actually full time, I say probably about a year, 2 years almost. But yeah, I mean, when it comes to people with the housing market, you just gotta cater to people's needs. All that I am as a real estate agent is a trusted advisor. As my client, I can't force you what to do. I can give you these options, and I can tell you what these options come with. And if you ask me what will be my best suggestion, I can point you in this direction that would serve you best. But I can't make that decision for you. As it goes against our duties. Like, people think just because you get your real estate license, it's something that you can flash and make you own your own business, and it's a lot more technical than that. It's the equivalent to a degree, because there's a lot of people that got their masters, PhDs, and they go to get their real estate license, but they don't even pass because it's that tough. So it's like, you also got to put money into it. You got to pay annual fees, quarterly fees, and my thing is like, you can't be in it for the money. A lady had told me at my job, she said that one of her agents that she had a bad experience with in the past, she said that she didn't show her certain homes because she needed to get a guarantee of $2,000 off of the sale, just so she can build a studio in her house for her office.
Wow.
Listen, this is what we say in Puerto Rico about those people. Dale por carajo. For real. Because it's not worth anything. Why are you going to be in a business that serves people?
That on screen.
That
those that knows
right. I was about to say, they don't know what it is. But my thing is, bro, why are you going to serve people and get into the business of serving people if you're only going to serve yourself? And you know what? It teaches me a lot about life, and it teaches me a lot about understanding. Like, people don't get that buying a home is not just a normal process. It's special.
Yeah.
It's a moment where you create your own generational wealth. And my thing is like, how dare me? Shame on me if I'm out here mistreating people or trying to just put the check above somebody else's interest. Like, that ain't right. I wasn't raised that way, and I for damn sure wouldn't carry my family name that way, you know?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, real estate on the other side of that, though, is stupid fun. You get to create your own business cards, your own websites. Like, I feel like that's dope to me. Most people pay, like a lot of agents, they'll pay for that. I'll do it myself.
That sounds like fun. It sounds like, you know, I mean, because that's you.
What?
That's your own business.
Yeah.
Like, you are the business. I also want to I just want to mention real quick, I do fully endorse this, man. You know, if anyone in North Carolina or in the area is looking to buy a home, you know, get into their first property, whatever the case, I'm going to refer you to this man. I go out of my way to pick and choose who I allow on the podcast for the simple fact that, you know, I'm building an image here. Though I might get 5 views on this video, I may get 200. You know, it's gonna be there forever. So every person that I have on here, I bring on here because I know that they're genuine and they can bring some type of substance to whatever subject we may be talking about. And that's why, you know, you see him here a second time, because he's just real dude, real genuine person. And I didn't even know that. I did not know that people, that real estate agents do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, it's like, man, imagine like there's this nice house and you didn't even know about it, that's in your price range, because they're trying to sell you something that's gonna make them a certain amount of money.
But you know what? That's the blessing, and also knowing that I especially you can say the same thing. We both can say the same thing. We're high value men. We're young men that's making right decisions with our life. We're taking the hard route, but we're taking the long route. The long route may, for real. That route may be long, but that route is going. By the time you get to the end of that tunnel, what you went through to get what you're trying to get will never leave. If you go the shortcut route, whatever you get will leave soon. It will leave fast. For real. Whatever God gives you, He gives forever. And whatever the devil gives you, He takes away quick. So my thing is making those right decisions, bro. We got no kids. We not out here wilding out in the streets, like that's a blessing. And you know what? Shout out to all the young men that are making that decision, that are working at McDonald's, that are working at Walmart, that are working at doing whatever you can to not take the wrong route, man. Salute to you, kings, like and women too, like especially women. I'm about women empowerment. Like my mother raised me, so and my daddy too, but like my mom taught me a lot just living with her by her, like just by herself. So if you staying on the right route, stay on the right route. I know the other way look good, but it's not meant for the long run. So keep doing your thing, stay out the way, keep grinding it, and everything what you working for will come to you. Pray, put God first, you know. But yeah, bro, it's a blessing, bro. Like I know you feel free, even though you say you feel homesick, and you go travel and you may run into certain things you may not like or may not feel like what you're used to, but I know you can still say, bro, like it's a blessing to feel free.
It is
that liberty, bro. That's liberty.
I know a lot of people that's watching this. You really gonna feel you really gonna feel me when I say this, but life is tough. Like that's so much. That's a mouthful said. It's such an understatement, but life is tough. You know, I'm out here and I'm living the best life that I possibly can. You know, I still have struggles and I still have things that I go through and I try to overcome, you know, but I try my best not to complain, because what I found in my journeys across, you know, this earth and this lifetime is that somebody got it worse than me. Somebody got it worse than you. Don't sit there and complain about everything. You know what I mean? We all gonna have our days. We all gonna have our days. You know, that you gonna complain about something, but I try not to complain. I catch myself doing it from time to time, every now and again. But I try not to, because somebody always got it worse. Like when I come home and I see people that I'm cool with, or people, some of my boys, and you know, maybe other family members or whatever, whoever, you know, struggling in various ways, I have to sit back and think about how blessed I am, because it's a lot of people that would do a lot to be in your position. So like he was saying, if you're working at McDonald's, like if you're working at Food Lion, for my southern people, if you live on the east side, you know what Food Lion is. Buy low, Food Lion. I know on the west side y'all ain't got that, but come over here and you'll know
what they got over there. In-N-Out.
Hey, In-N-Out, look, In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
I'm sorry. In-N-Out.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
I'm sorry. For the West Coast people that might be watching this, I'm sorry. In-N-Out is not that good. I'm sorry, it's not. I went there. Now, some people say, "Oh, it's better in Colorado." Yeah. Or no, it's better in Cali than it is in other places. Well, I had it in Colorado, and it's not like that. I'm sorry. I just feel like I might be biased. I mean, I am biased, but I
can't really defend them either. I've never tried it, and I'm a up north baby. I'm a NYC CT baby. Shout out to the NYC Queens. Over there, Ozone and Gastonia, Hotfoot, Heartbeat, CT 203, man. I'm White Castle over In-N-Out any day.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't understand that.
Well, In-N-Out isn't like that. Whataburger.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Whataburger.
It's not like that.
Bro, Cookout got a
If you disagree, then
it's
tell me, maybe I went there and I didn't try the right thing. So tell me what I need to go there and get in the comments. If you from that side or you done had that, tell me what I need to go get so I can change.
They about to put you on though. Watch. They about to put you on. If you put me on. We over here talking our smack, man. They about to put us on.
You put me on.
Yeah.
Actually, I had one of my boys over here, and he's from Cali, and he tried Bojangles for the first time, and he said it was good.
Ooh, okay.
I had, Bojangles is like that. Sponsor me, Bojangles. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Sponsor him for real. Fact.
But wherever you're at in life, I feel like, you know, we're all on our separate journeys and everything like that. So don't be discouraged. That's That's the word for the day. Don't be discouraged.
Don't be discouraged. All of that.
All right, so right here I have written, and by the way, for those that don't know, you probably see me with this in every single episode. This is like, if I had to give it a name, and I just lost my page. If I had to give it a name, it would be called like a goal book, like a dream book. You know, I write down my ideas, I write down my goals, I write down dreams. For some don't know, some do know. I also write poems here and there. I write those in here. So whenever I look in here, it helps me to understand where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. And I've always heard all my life, you know, write down your goals, write down your dreams, and stuff like that. But it was kind of just like, why write it down? I'm not gonna forget it. But it's different when you actually when I had a goal, or I have a goal, or whether it be long or short term, I write down a plan in here. And it's crazy because the reason why it's so good to write things down is because as I was writing it down, I began to further visualize myself walking into that success. And it's a different experience for, writing it down versus just having it in your mind, because then I'm sitting here and I write it down, and then I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, I can look step by step at my plan for whatever I'm trying to do, and then it goes from being a dream to something that can actually be real for me. All right, from a page. All right, so
if y'all haven't caught on to what he's saying right now, he's giving you gems. He is giving you life-changing gems.
Yeah. I also want to mention, I do this podcast because I love it. Like I thoroughly enjoy doing it. I enjoy going out of my way to make this happen. Even if no one watches this video, I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to do it. I'm grateful that this hotel let me use this room. Like, I'm grateful, and I'm happy to be doing it. Also, you expect to. I don't think anyone expects to gain, or maybe some people do, but you shouldn't gain. You shouldn't expect to gain any success or gain any progress without resistance. Now, depending on what you're doing, that resistance is going to be greater. But no matter what you're doing, if you're trying to get to the top, and the top looks different for everyone. Not everybody's trying to be LeBron James. Some people just want to make it to the NBA. Some people just want to make it to college. Just because it was their goal to make it to college and then do something else doesn't mean that they failed, because that was their goal and they achieved that. Sorry, I digress. I have had challenges continuing this podcast, and it's just that simple. Whether it be moving, setting up interviews, and it's not able to happen anymore. People canceling on me. People not necessarily communicating with me about doing it, you know, or keeping up their end of the bargain. No matter what it is, I don't hold any type of a grudge toward anybody, like, or any type of animosity toward anybody. You know, it's just one more page in the book of my success. So no hard feelings, you know. I enjoy every step of the way. It's not supposed to be an easy walk anyway. If it was, then that means either something bad gonna happen down the road, or something ain't right. Something ain't right. You need to be facing some resistance. So I'm gonna give you a couple words, right?
A couple words,
right? And then we're gonna kind of expand on that.
Okay.
Oh, my bad. I probably should have put those.
No, you good?
You can move that over here, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna drop it.
I'm good. Cause I picked that up and I thought it was going, and then it just fell from the bottom.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So I got a couple words right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna say them to you. And when I say what the word is, I want you to tell me what comes to mind when you hear these words, or you hear this word. It's gonna be like one at a time. So, the first word is failure.
What comes to mind when I hear that word?
Mm-hmm.
I see a key that you can't get with success.
Mm.
That's what comes to mind. God gives you a version of yourself
Mm-hmm.
that you eventually evolve into. If you evolve into, is key. Because people can go through failure and then take it as, all right, this is it for me,
Mm-hmm.
and then just not try again.
I agree.
But I feel like failure isn't a stop. It's a delay. It's a delay. It's delayed.
I agree. So recently someone was telling me that they wanted to start a business.
Mm-hmm.
And for all the entrepreneurs out there, I'm an aspiring entrepreneur myself. If you know anything about business, it takes the heart of a warrior.
Yes.
It takes the heart of a warrior, because you are, to say that you're going to face challenges, almost, it's not enough justice to say that you're going to face challenges, because
Right.
like the challenges, especially depending on the space you're going into. Actually, it doesn't even depend on the space you're going into. Any type of entrepreneurship or business, you're gonna face some type of failure or resistance or whatever the case. But what I have noticed, I actually watched a video on YouTube. I think it was, I can't think of the name of it. I'll probably link that video in the bottom, because I'm not taking anyone's wisdom, but he said in the video that in order to be successful in having a business, you need to learn how to fail properly, and that really stuck out to me, because I was like, man, like, at first, when you first hear that, it's like, fail properly. Like, what do you mean fail properly? How do you fail improperly? But there's a lot of essence to what he was saying and what it means, because how many people do you know or have you seen fail at something? They want something, and you see the drive in their eyes, but then when they fail, it's like they just died.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, man, or they're in a fight, not a physical fight, but you know what I mean. They're in a fight for something, and they get hit a couple times, and then they get hit 2, 3, 4 times, fall down, and they just don't get back up.
Yeah, they just shut down.
So I think that it's really important to know how to fail properly. And when I say fail properly, I mean when you fail, when you mess up, when you do something wrong, take it as a learning curve instead of a defeat. The word failure in itself cognitively has a bad connotation. I'll say it like that. It has a bad connotation because it sounds bad. But you can make it something good in your mind, because it means that you learned something. Every time I've failed, every time I've messed up, I've learned something. At the least, it gave me more grit.
And it's crazy that you said that, because in my mind, I was thinking, I wasn't gonna interrupt, but I was thinking, don't be soft. Just don't be soft. Like, especially if you gotta speak to this generation nowadays, y'all. Like, we're 23, so all of the youngins coming behind us, don't be soft. If you want to eventually get to the point to where even what we're blessed to see, you gotta not be soft. You got, at the end of the day, you can't just say, all right, I fell short, that's it. Like, boo-hoo. Like, I was like that when I first went to get my real estate license. It's a 1-month class, but you get 2 exam retakes. It took me 2 years.
Wow.
The class lasts a month, and it took, why? Because I had to also pay my own bills, I was paying my mom's rent when I lived with her.
Mm-hmm.
I was paying my phone bill. I was going to work. I had to do, and I was paying for my own school. I was taking care of everything. I wasn't making no excuse. When I failed, it was like, dang, okay, maybe I should have studied better. I failed the exam, the class 3 times. I took the exam 5 times in the span of probably about 2 years. And there was a lot of that. A lot of uncomfortable. A lot of what I thought was failure was the end. You just got to get to a point where you just get so... You got to get so locked in with what you want that whatever you got to go through, it's just like you're just going with it. You're embracing it. Mm-hmm. And that's a part of being tough. Like, I know everybody says in the world, like, oh, feelings and, check in on people. Man, I can guarantee a lot of people that are going through most of the issues they're going through mentally, it's because they're giving them too much a pat on the back. The world gotta get tougher, bro. Trust. It's gotta get tougher. So, like you said, that grit, I'm out with that. That grit, that's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
All right, so next word is vision. This is a very special word to me.
Yeah, here you go first. Because I know you already.
Oh man,
I got marinate on it. See, you had time to marinate on that. I got marinate on that.
Yeah. So obviously, you hear it at the beginning of every episode. I call myself the visionary. Some of my friends call me the visionary. I'm trying to make it become a thing because I like that name. And I gotta be real. But that word, the word vision, means a lot to me. Not only in a physical sense, but in a spiritual sense. When you have a vision for something, it's something that's very personal to you, and it's something that only you can see. So a lot of times, if you tell, Steve Harvey said it best. The worst thing you can do is tell something. Or don't quote. I'm not quoting because I don't know exactly what he said, but he said the worst thing you can do is tell a big dream to a small-minded person.
Ooh.
That right there says enough. I have visions. Like, I have dreams. I have goals. I see it. It's not just something that I go to sleep at night and I dream about it. No, it's something that I see it. Almost like you can taste it. You can touch it. It's there.
Right.
It is there. In your mind, it is there. It's in front of you. You just haven't achieved it yet. So, surrounding yourself with people that have vision, you can't go wrong because you will always be walking forward.
Facts.
Some people live in the moment and they can't see anything past this. They can't see anything past what's in front of them right now. Me, on the other hand, and I used to think it was a burden because I'm like, man, sometimes I wish I could just live in the moment and just not care. But now I see it more as a blessing because I've been able to see ahead. Like I think about my future wife. I think about my future children. They're not here yet. I think about my career. I think about the people's lives I'm gonna affect. I think about this. I think about this platform. I think about this podcast. Even with this podcast, I have such a vision, which is why I don't just come up on here, talking about anything, talking about a bunch of BS, because whether I might post this today and it might get nothing. I could post the next video and it might get nothing. But later down the road, someone is going to come back and watch these videos. And they're going to gather something. They're going to be able to take something from what I said or one of my guests has said, and that means a lot to me. To impact the lives of people around me, impact the lives of people that I may not even know, even if it's just one person. Impacting one person's life is more than enough. You know, it seems like in this day and age, we get so caught up on the numbers, the followers, the views, all of that. One. Sometimes it's just one. And you cannot sit here. How could you be upset about only affecting one person's life? That's one person. That's somebody that will look up to you. That's somebody that
somebody
cares about
nephew
you.
Who
needs something.
Yeah, that's life.
That's life. And on top of that, in a spiritual sense, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. The Lord gives visions to His people.
Facts.
The Lord will show you something. The Lord will give you something. You know, and it's only, He doesn't give it to your mom. You know, He doesn't give it to your dad, your brother, your sister, even your best friend. He gives it to you. That vision is a gift to you. And only you can see it. And there's going to be times in life when you're going to be walking towards something, or you're going to be trying to do something or trying to achieve something, and there's not a whole lot of people, if anyone, is going to be able to understand, like, why are you doing that? Like there's hundreds of podcasts already. Why are you starting one? Or there's thousands of businesses that do that already. Why are you doing it? There's hundreds of people that are already doing what you're doing, or maybe there's nobody that's doing what you're doing. No one's gonna buy that. Who's gonna come see you do this or do that? You gotta hold on to that vision. You gotta really hold on to that vision, because sometimes it's gonna be all you got. That's why that word means a lot to me, because I envision things, and this man does as well. That's the whole reason why we take out the time to invest in our future, because we're trailblazing. I'm doing something that ain't nobody in my family done before. I'm trying to be the first millionaire in my family. I'm trying to be the first successful business owner in my family. I'm trying to be the first podcast host in my family, which I already am, you know. But I'm trying to, grow. I'm just watering this seed, you know. The same thing with this man, you know, with the real estate thing. I'm sure that not everyone has been supportive of what you were doing, or not everyone has seen the vision or the long-term effect of what you're doing today. So that word means very heavy to me.
Not powerful, bro. Nah, you was spitting. Big 50 cal machine.
Yeah. I kind of just took his thunder. He was supposed to answer that question. But I took it. I took it.
No, he did his thing, y'all, for real. Like, that's why I was quiet. I'm just taking. I'm like, man, he hit me. Yeah, it's hitting me. It's hitting me, man.
Okay. All right. Next word is success.
Internal. Simple. Internal.
That was so perfect.
I'm gonna make that one simple. You can't overcomplicate that one. I can't really say it's internal. Success is internal, because success is never the destination. Like Kobe said, it's the journey. My brother always says this. And Mike, that was on MJ. He said, shout out to him, bro. He said, a smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's a joke. And it's facts. It's facts.
That's a clip.
That's facts. A
That's
smooth sea never made a skilled sailor. And you know what? It's like, you always gonna get to a point, and one thing I've learned is like, I get through chapters, bro. Life is like seasons, bro. You got your fall, winter, summer, all that. And it's like, I feel like what you're gonna get, each season has its own big boss fight, and each season has its own side quest. Nah, real talk. So
for real.
Once you get your main mission done, you still got side quests you gotta handle. And with that being said, it's like, once you get your boss fight, doesn't mean the job is done. You still got other tasks you gotta attend to. Say, for example, right? Say if you, I don't know, you hit a certain goal for that month.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hit that goal, and then you finally there after a lot of perseverance and discipline and consistency, and you're like, all right, that's it. You know, I got to that goal now. It ain't over, dog. Success is ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
And I speak from my own experience. It's like with the real estate, it was like, okay, cool, I got my real estate license. Now I got to go back to school and do 90 hours of post licensing.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro, and I got that done in under a month.
Wow.
While working. So my thing was like, once you get, my cousin Elvis told me this too. Once you get to the top of one mountain, there's another mountain you gotta climb. But you know what? I thought about this. Once you get to the top of your mountain, bro, the top is only gonna remind you why you started at the bottom in the first place. But the top only gives you greater insight and greater pressure than the bottom did. Because you gotta think, I told a pilot this in my where I work. I said, you wanna know why only eagles fly high? It's because they're the only species of bird that can handle the air pressure. You gotta think, the higher you go in life, the thinner the air get. But also, the higher you are, so the bigger the fall. People want success, and they want it now. Especially us young folk. You know, I gotta catch myself sometimes saying, you know, Dylan, tranquilo, like chill, like relax, because you don't want God to give it to you all at once.
Mm-hmm.
He right now, God got everything for everybody. You, whoever watching, me, He got everything time.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just because the oven smell good, doesn't mean you gotta take it out of it. Really? Hey, word.
Oh,
my mom
man.
used to tell me that all the time. Listen,
That's funny.
sácale lo cocina. Ja, get over there. I know you hungry, but it's also that God gotta starve you a bit. God has to starve everybody. You can't. You could get to a point where you endure. You still gotta keep enduring.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, how's God know that what you asking, what everybody else asking for in your field, or what make you different from somebody else that's asking the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
God fair now. But then again, you also got to show God, I can handle much more than the average person.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what people don't understand. Like, at the end of the day, success is internal. It's going to be that yes, I did it, that yes, I'm proud of myself. That's going to feel a lot more than any cars, any clothes, any clout. None of that matter.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about this the other day. We need to stop itemizing things, and we need to start struggleizing things. From itemizing to struggleizing. What that means is, and I made that up. What that means is, let's not give somebody respect based off of what they have on them or the items that they obtain or own. Let's give people respect based off the struggles they've endured. Survivalizing. Let's see what people overcame in their lives and determine how much, and determine basically whether that's where that value is for them. Because I mean, at the end of the day, just because you got some nice clothes doesn't mean your value gonna be value. Value is value where you bring value. And where value is recognized. So
That's tough.
at the end of the day, success don't mean I got a lot of money. Cause look, check this out. You can get in the next 6 months, you can get that Porsche, that nice car, that nice house, right?
Mm-hmm.
The millions. But how much is it going to be worth if, say, for example, God forbid, in that 3 months, you lost your nana or your mom?
Oh yeah, no.
You think that Porsche gonna hit the same?
No.
You think that you think those trips gonna feel the same? Man, hell nah, bro. So it's about internal wins. Thanking God every day for the blessings that you have in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Not what you want. Because it's like, I got my health, I got my legs, I got my feet, I said my feet, I put it in my hands. Mm-hmm. I got my hands, I got my eyes, and it's like, bro, success is internal, bro. Success is internal.
So to caveat off what you said, success is internal, right? So I feel like, especially in our generation, there's this version or level of success that the world has for us. And for those watching, you know what I mean, but for those that may not know what I mean, I'm going to break this down, right? So, for people that have social media and things of that nature, you know, you've probably seen people, you know, flexing thousands of dollars, you know, having a certain level of fame or popularity, or, you know, doing this or doing that, you know, and just showing all of it. But I can tell you right now, and this includes relationships, you know, showing their money, their cars, their girl, their boyfriend, just showing it all, you know, and you're thinking like, man, I gotta get like that. I gotta get like that. I have to be a millionaire. I have to be a multimillionaire. I have to get $100,000 tomorrow. Like, I need to do this. I need to do that. Like, I need to, you know, get a girlfriend that looks like this or like that. Like, no. No, you don't.
No.
No, you don't.
Basically, that was Caleb's nice way of saying, calm your behind down.
Yeah. Basically,
slow down.
What I'm saying is, and we about to wrap it up. What I'm saying is that somebody, their version of success is having a children that love them and a wife that loves them. You know, not just being married, but being happily married, because you can't buy that.
Oof.
You can't buy a good relationship with your children. You can't buy a genuine relationship with your husband or wife. Like, you can't buy those things. Yeah. Like, that is a level of success for some people. And they don't need to be a millionaire. They don't need to have all this lavish stuff in life to have those things. There's somebody out there that been working hard to become a doctor, because that is their version of, like, that will make them feel successful. There's someone out there that makes $60,000 a year, you know, and they absolutely love what they do. Like, they go to work happy every single day. I know one of my OGs, he's a barber. I'll have to have him on here one of these episodes. You know,
shout out to OG.
He been cutting hair since I was little, you know, and he loves what he does. He's not all over social media, you know, he's not all over here doing this, doing that, you know, but when he gets up every day, he told me, he said, man, I feel like, I feel like I'm not even working. That's success. Like, you don't have to.
That's rare.
Don't rare. Exactly, and don't let you know, social media or looking at what other people got fool you, because that's not what true happiness is. There's someone out there that gets up every morning and going to church and having a relationship with God, having a good relationship with God, and that is, they don't need anything else. That is that they are successful. You know, they have a good relationship with God. You know, they work in the community. They help the community. They are successful. I'm not saying that they might be. I'm saying that they are successful. So whatever level in life that I might reach, that he might reach, that you might reach, you are successful.
You are successful.
With that being said,
sign off on that.
We're gonna have to sign off on that. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you, because you didn't have to. More content coming soon. I'm about to start trying to push out more of these episodes. Engage in the comments. You know, like, comment, subscribe. I know you hear that all the time, but I mean, you're gonna hear it again. But do it. You know, engage in the comments. If you feel like something could be better, tell me in the comments. If you feel like something, you know, was horrible, tell me in the comments. I will take your constructive criticism. I don't just want to hear what's good. You know, tell me what was bad too. You know, whether it be the audio or something. You know, if you feel led enough to the point where you want to tell me or comment something that you didn't like. Now, I ain't talking about no hate now. But you know,
y'all haters still over there.
But constructive criticism, man. But with that being said, thank you guys. Join the 1K family, and we out, bro.
Peace.
That was nice.
That was dope, bro. That was fire.
That was fire.
That was fire. He was going in, bro. Real talk. He was going stupid.